Hello YouTube and welcome to a brand new Conquest playthrough. We're gonna go ahead and play the Owl clan next. It's one of the probably clans that are broken the most when you play in Conquest, therefore also one of my favorites. As always, we're playing on extreme difficulty, of course. And yeah, we got a whole new mission that we probably have never seen on the channel before, so that's also very fun. In this mission you start with your Guardian of the Realms, something that you can usually get as the Owl Clan, and it's the only thing you have that you can use to destroy the enemies, basically. But the more you kill with it, or in general, with your units in general, you can upgrade it. You can use stone and gold and stuff to upgrade your giant, or like this Guardian, and then make it stronger and stronger, and hopefully, yeah, destroy the enemies with it. The bonus the Outland starts out with is what basically breaks the game. Usually we have branches which are placed into a tile and are therefore fixed, but with this bonus instead they can move, and that's really strong and really fun as well. We also don't need to upgrade our scouts for the first mission, so that's a nice little convenience there. And yeah, I think we should just jump right in. We're up against three clans. So I have seen AI clans just die to the neutral objectives in this mission. And yeah, as the Owl clan, we don't need to build a scout camp. We can just assign some ladies to the stone here right away to turn them into Norns, which are like a special version of scouts. They don't get damaged, so that's already pretty sweet. And well, if there's a lore stone somewhere in the neutral territory, they can just work it. And that's what we're going to be using them for, because as you can probably see, we don't have any wood. That's basically our clan. We don't have wood, and we construct our buildings using lore instead. So why is the forest, for example, still very much worthwhile? Because the forest, for example, generates us more lore. So I'm going to colonize this forest right away. We also have here a ruin that's useful. Exactly. So yeah, to make our first house, it's going to cost us lore instead of wood. Usually it's like 66% of the usual wood cost is going to be how much it costs in, or like 75% in lore. So yeah, we need to basically improve our lore income as much as we can. Colonizing forests is one way to do it. Sending these Norns to work some lore stones somewhere outside of your territory is one way to do it. And yeah, don't be scared, but our lore tree is not really a tree, but this kind of network. And if you have never seen it, it might be a bit intimidating, but it's really fun. You can place your lores. So instead of unlocking the lore, you need to place them on the map somewhere, and basically, yeah, build them like a building, or like they take these slots that it says here, branches of Yggdrasil. These are going to be your lores, so you have to spread them out in different territories. I'm going to assign a second Norn right away to work this big circle of stones, which is perfect for our clan, so that's really nice. And I'm also going to clear out these foxes while I keep explaining this network here. So yeah, usually you need to place your lores, and they take up one of these buildings, basically. One of these slots here from the zones. We get a lot of unique lores, that's already pretty strong. And if you play in a team, which our clan really shines in a team, you get to place these also in your friend's territory, which is really strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and place our first lore, the Fertile Soils one, in our main base. This one is really cool. It allows us to build a farm in the same tile, and it also boosts any production in the zone by 10%. So that's only for specialist production, so the villagers are not affected, but any other type of worker is affected by it. And that's yeah, very strong as well, like most things on this clan. We see up here is a neutral faction. That's a dwarf faction. I'm gonna try to find them right away, and you're gonna see why. We can go for any of these military trees. They're all pretty solid in their own right. We don't have to make the choice just yet. I forgot if we can heal the Guardian. I believe we can. It's not our biggest priority right now, but it's something we can do. Usually you want to place this branch in the tile where you have the most specialized workers. Ideally it's a tile that also has a lore stone, because once again your lore is your most important income. We don't have one right now, so it doesn't really matter, and we can always move it later if we want to. So let's go back to working lore, and this is why I wanted to find the dwarves, because we have two dwarves, two lores that interact really nicely, and the first one I'm going to place right away. It's a little branch that collects ores in the zones passively. This zone has 120 stones, so it's very useful to collect the stones. We can also move them around over here, for example, and start getting the iron from here, but we can also just mine that ourselves. We don't need the actual branch for that. The next branch I want to unlock is this one, Hypnotic Spores, which says your clan improves your relations passively with this neutral faction or with another allied clan. So once again, playing in a team really useful here. But we can place it here and make friends with the dwarves for basically free. So that's one of my next branch that I want to go for. I'm gonna go for the Guardian path in this one. Doesn't really matter much. And save my lore until I can place this one. So yeah, and we can make a tower, but again it costs us the lore, so probably not very wise. We have this one to defend us. I'm gonna get the mine because I want to get the relic actually. I'm also gonna get the farm. I think it's worth delaying this friendship with the dwarves a little bit. Yeah, what are some of the other unique ones we have? This one, Healing Herbs, is really nice because it allows us to heal our units. Yeah, usually this is fixed in one particular tile, but in this one our branches are these little moving creatures, so we can move it around with our army and heal wherever we go, so that's really, really lovely. The reason I'm going for iron so quickly is because the relic on this clan is really strong. We're going to see that a little bit down the line. Did I forget to send someone on this ruin? I did forget that, yes. Let's do that now. Gonna move the giant out in front of the miners in case a wolf or something comes. The giant can take care of that. Another lore that would be really helpful for us to take is colonization, so we can grab these other tiles more cheaply. Probably this year we won't have the resources to do so anyways. The dwarves are going to be fantastic for helping us also forge our relics slightly faster, even though probably we won't have them by the time we want to forge it. Still, I'm still very much happy of friending them as quickly as possible, because we can move this branch later on as well. So yeah, usually you can only have one branch per zone, so we couldn't have the mining and the improving one in the same zone. But because they are these little moving nomad branches, we can totally do that, and that's another way this conquest basically breaks the Owl clan even beyond their normal capabilities. Someone already died. That probably means they used their giant for clearing and didn't pay attention. Perfect for us. One less clan that we have to deal with. It's very likely all of the AIs just die to the neutral attacks with their giant. It's one of the reasons I'm not using mine to clear out this tile up here. I don't want him to get too low. Okay, let's work this circle here. Bam. And I think I'm bringing home one more Norn because I do want a little bit more food before the winter starts. We can get the rest of the iron also later. Let's just try to stockpile as much food as we can. This one here is possibly another neutral faction. Could also just be one of the enemy clans, we don't know. But yeah, reducing the need to get any wood at all is also really nice. That makes the winters a little bit easier as well. And yeah, we can get a new lore. Only one that really helps us right now is colonization, but we don't need it just yet because I'm probably not going to be colonizing this forest down here just yet. Instead, we'll just save our food to make our relic slightly quicker. Okay, winter started, so let's build our forge. I think we can also just build the tower now. Then we'll scout these tiles for us. An important thing to know about this branch ironwood, collecting the ores of a zone, it is more effective in your own territories. So it produces the resources faster in your own spaces. In this case, it doesn't really matter for us so much because we want to take the stones that are on the dwarf's tile anyways. Okay, let's begin forging the relic as soon as we can. Here you can take a look at what it does. It allows us to upgrade zones, which usually costs 100 gold, and we can pay 50 lore for it. And you might be wondering why we would want to even spend all our lore doing this. It's because it gives them a forest as well as deer and fish. On this clan, you can't use deer and fish to make food. We can only use farms. But the deer and fish give us happiness. So it's basically upgrading your zones to give you a lore production because of the forest and some happiness from the deer and fish. And both of these is very, 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 very valuable. I'm gonna work the brewer here, and now we can begin unlocking colonization as one of our lores. And this is basically how the lores usually look like. You can also give them to your teammates, and that's quite nice as well. Tempted to grab this one for 50 food, but kind of rather would like to save my food in case I run out this winter. Looks like we're eating a lot of it. We can send this lady to produce lore again for us down here at the runestone. Send her to do that. These two finished mining, that's excellent. Okay. Possibly also want a market so we can produce some gold. Might be worth waiting a little bit with that. I want to unlock terraforming grounds next. It says passively benefits from the zone passive effects. Most of the time it's just going to be used for happiness, for lore income basically. You can put it in a forest, you get extra lore income. You can put it on a tile like Thor's Wrath to get the military attack bonus. That's quite nice. The geyser is a really nice tile to put it because then you get a lot of happiness from this one. But yeah, if you don't have any of those, you can just put it anywhere you want. This one here, parasitic vegetables, allows you to reveal resources of your teammates, and you generate resources based on how many they have. The main reason you want to put this to your teammates is so their units consume less resources. So like they can have a big production tile and their units consume less food. We can place it with our own villagers, however, and just make use of the last part, basically, that we need less food. Once again, the only reason that actually works is because we have these nomad branches. Usually we can only have one branch, but yeah, with this one, with the nomad branches, we can have both of them in the same tile, which is pretty strong. Our 500 fame bonus is also that we can have two in the same tile, but once again, these nomad branches don't count towards that, so that's more like a bonus that helps you in the normal single player or in the multiplayer game. Okay, we finally have the food to colonize this other forest, which I'm going to do because it gives us basically more lore income. Upgrading the guardian costs stone, but I want to use my stone first to upgrade the town hall. Something that's also interesting, I think it might say here as well, is that you cannot slaughter sheep. So if you have sheep as this clan, you cannot slaughter them. They also don't reduce firewood because obviously we're not using any wood. They instead reduce the food production. So they are great to put on your main tile and reduce the food need that you have there. Consumption rather than production. Okay, so this is terraforming grounds. If we place it here, we get 6 lore. If we place it here, we get 1 happiness. Let's just place it here for 6 extra lore income for now. Once again, usually they are fixed, but we can even move them around, making it even stronger. Probably gonna save up the 360 for this. We also need a lot of lore so we can upgrade all our tiles once we have the relic. So it's kind of like a slow start, but it's gonna explode really, really strong basically. Okay, we finally have enough to upgrade the town hall. That's worth spending some lore on. So let's do that. And apart from that, just gonna save up for a feast because that's gonna be very helpful. Yeah, I think we'll throw 1 feast and then we can start building things again. You can see how quickly the hypnotic spores work to make friends with the dwarves. It's basically as if we had 2 extra scouts there. It's very, very strong. We'll use the guarding to defend that. Our Norns, our scouts, basically, they can't passively increase happiness, so we can't use them to assign them and boost even more. What we can do, however, is they improve the relation by 20, so once we are here at 80%, we can just send them and finish it off. So that's also pretty nice, like they basically give you 20 instantly. Okay, let's throw a feast. We'll need another house. Send you to build that one. Been a bit passive, but yeah, just to show that like this is what you would probably do anyways. Even if you didn't have this big guardian, you would just sit back and wait most of the time. It's very lucky, or like, yeah, you're really dependent on the map having these circles of stones for you to work in. Make sure you scout most of the map. Sometimes you can find the big sword, which gives 3 slots for your Norns to work lore, and that's pretty good. Otherwise, they don't really benefit much from production boosts, as we can see. They only make 10 plus. Oh, actually, that looks like they do benefit from this. It's because of the feast that they're producing more. Never mind. Yeah. We have 1 more tool we can upgrade. We could either give the nouns the bonus, or we could save it for the war chief, which is probably what I'm going to be doing. Okay, we're going to place this here. Boom. Reconvert these 2 villagers, these 2 smiths for now. And as you can see, this now has a forest and deers, and we can upgrade this one for 50 to get the same benefit here. We're also going to upgrade it here for happiness, and here. It's very, very strong. Okay, we're almost here at 80, so we're going to use the guardian once again to defend this. I'm going to colonize this one as well. We have so much food right now that I think it's worth it to spend some resources on mines, for example. And we also need a market in our base. Let's get the marketplace next, or the trading post and the marketplace. Let's get all of these right now before we throw another feast. We should probably also get a tower down here. And yeah, we're producing a lot of lower now because all these tiles are forests, giving us extra income. Once this villager finishes constructing this tower, they can work here. Perfect. And we also do want to get the war chief out. I forgot about that still. Let's get one of these extra camps or warrior camps, whichever, and work this gold. And I think I'm gonna throw the feast now. And basically the next branch we want is this one to reduce the food upkeep of our main tile. We have a lot of people working here, so that's going to be useful. It says working units in the zone. I don't know if that includes the actual villagers. Possibly yes. We also want to upgrade this farm. Okay, more boars down here. We also see some free lore in our case down here. A simple dragonkin, we can destroy him. Let's get the parasitic vegetables next. And yeah, that helped a lot with our food, of course. You can even involve it once to make it stronger. Good. That the giant didn't get sick is very helpful. He's very slow. Cool. Next I want the healing herbs, because our villagers are sick and we don't want them to die from the sickness. So this healing herbs should heal all our sick people, which hopefully all are in this tile as well. We need to get another house somewhere. Could even upgrade one because they want better houses. Let's do that. Most of our zone, however, should go to upgrading this giant here. Yeah, we should probably stay here and get healed by this branch as well. There you go. Everyone healing for free, basically. We're floating a lot of happiness, so I think I'm going to unassign the brewers for now. I also want to recruit the war chief once we have the gold for it. So possibly we should upgrade the markets for that. You have 3 different war chiefs to choose from. You can also convert them once you have them. So don't worry about making the wrong choice. You can just spend some lore to interchange them. The most generally useful one is Verdani. Every growth lore that you unlock, which are basically here the green ones that are like slightly highlighted green at this top right corner of the tree. For every one of those you get extra production, which in our main tile is going to add up a lot. Then you have the Skuld. She's basically like the warrior war chief. Once you're fighting, you would use her. For every military knowledge, which are the ones at the bottom, you have she deals extra damage, which is also quite useful. And lastly, you have what's her name, Urdr, and she's basically only used in the very late game. You place her in a territory, and she more or less boosts all the branches that are in that tile. You can do this for some pretty crazy military stuff. I guess you could place them here to boost all the eco tiles as well, but we can test it later, which one is better, if having Verdani or the Urdur is stronger. I'm not actually 100% sure. Okay, looks like there's some wolves back here that are going to be annoying for a long time. We're getting close-ish to 500 fame, not just yet. Okay, we have one more upgrade. We already have most of the important things we want, so probably best we save for the altar and the rest spend on our guardian. Let's get Verdani for now. She's going to be very useful, like I said, boosting all of our production, especially the gold. Let's upgrade this one a bit. We should probably also still get these stones here. Not sure how many there are left. 16. Let's get a second worker there. We'll want the tower here. I guess we'll make a tower over here as well, just to scout the wolves for us. And yeah, I think we save up for the altar next. The altar helps us reach our 500 fame more easily. Would be good if we get access to the second farm. Oh yeah, another thing the 500 fame bonus allows you to do is place every single lore a second time. So you can either in Conquest stack them all on the same tile, or you can get a second fertile soil tiles and stuff like this, which is also very helpful, of course. Okay, we finally received the dwarves. We can help mine some stuff with them. Should probably also move our nomad branch now, because we finally friended them. To be fair, it doesn't really matter where we place this one for now, but we can get some iron there. Carpentry, another good option to get. Usually you place this one in your friend's tiles. I'm just gonna get this one for some happiness. And gonna use my big guardian to clear some stuff out. Let's throw a feast to speed things up. I don't know, let's not upgrade them just yet. We'll get the altar first. Okay, we're gonna colonize this right away. We can even spend the lore to upgrade this right away. The dwarves can go mine the iron up there. Okay, one more upgrade and we have 500 fame. We'll upgrade this farm up here once we can finish constructing it. Okay, so what I like to do in Conquest is I like to bind the healing branch together with my army. I'm gonna save the lore because we can place everything twice in a second. This person is still wounded. Let's build an army camp here. Okay, I think it's also worth upgrading the farm. I don't know, let's spend our stone upgrading the giant instead. Does this give fame? It does not, okay. No problem. Okay, the tower can easily handle that one fox. Altar is finally done, and now we can place every lore twice. Let's get a second fertile soil, boosting everything. Should probably get some silos. Can we colonize something right now? I don't think so. Let's clear something out so we can. We could also begin forging some weapons for our villagers. Upgrade him some more. I guess we'll throw a feast as well. Colonize here. Want to clear the one with our Norns up here as well. Make a tower there. Probably also another food silo somewhere. Okay. Which other ones we probably want to get more friendship here with these Jotun, that's perfect. If you're not aware, you can right click these branches to bring you right to them. So let's send them twice to the giants. Should boost it by a lot, yeah. It just says by 1. I wonder if it's plus 1.4 or not. Okay, now we can colonize here. We can get a second healing branch as well, together with our giant to heal him even faster. These dwarves are done, they can help with the smiths. Forge all these weapons. What else? We can get terraforming grounds. I want to get this one first. I haven't explained it yet. It gives you defense if there's a forest in the tile, or if there's a lore production building in the tile. If there's both, it gives double the defense, so we can place it here for 0.5 defense, and that's actually a lot. And even stronger is that we can get it twice for double the defense, so super nice. Let's upgrade this one as well. Some Draugr attacks. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, honestly. Let's just kill these Valkyrs now. I'm gonna go ahead and scout this branches here because that's helpful. Anything else we need forged? We can't. So let's forge the rest of this iron, which should probably also move our little iron rod branch. We can place them both together here. We need another house again to repair this tower, of course. So I think now is best if we move our nomad branch over here, so we get Thor's Wrath multiple times. You can see it gives the lore anyways because of the forest, but also attack power. So having that twice makes our giant even stronger. Okay, once we have one more stone, I will finally upgrade these fields. Any more branches we can get a second time? Yes, the defense one. Also the parasitic branches, of course, or the parasitic growth will be helpful. Need a lot more for that. Our food is still more than fine. Oh, they sent their giant, so now they are interlocked. We should probably send our war chief to help him and get some more military stuff. Let's get fur coats, that should help. Let's turn her into the military one to help fight. And that's perfect. That way we are eliminating the red clan completely out of the game. Awesome. So even though their giant is upgraded more times, we have more upgrades on ours because of the, well, mostly because of these branches. Like especially the defense here probably helps out a lot. You can get Monster Slayer, that should help. Somehow our War Chief died. Probably there was some AoE damage I didn't take into consideration, but we cleared that clan, so that's nice. Let's upgrade the tile. Going on here, clear the forest. Yeah, once we can get our War Chief back, we will do so. I think we can still forge some more useful tools. Okay, Monster Slayer is going to help against the Dragon Clan. More parasitic vegetables should reduce the food upkeep of this tile. Yes, excellent. Let's get ourselves another house. Yeah, I think we can upgrade one more tool. Get the Norns, why not? And yeah, let's save for the military upgrades. Maybe get one more silo here just to stockpile a bit more food. Okay, we can clear this one out next. Okay, I'm gonna get the creeping vines, meaning we get extra combat strength. I like to place them in the same tile as the defense one, allowing us to boost them basically with our War Chief. Okay, that's good. We found the town hall. One thing I wanted to do is send one of you to the giants to friend them faster. Sometimes it's bugged, but doesn't let you place them, but you can just move them. Almost have the War Chief back. In fact, we can get one more upgrade. Let's do the brewers. The giant is insanely strong. Here we still have stones. Okay, here's a sheep. Reduces the food consumption of our villagers. We'll obviously send that to the main tile. In terms of the different lores, I don't really know which one we still want. Let's for now get Mardani to boost our eco more. This is cool. You get the lore of an enemy's clan, and we'll definitely steal their Draconic Frenzy, meaning our giant is now even stronger. Can delete this one finally. Oh yeah, we can maybe place a few more army camps around, so we can make a small army, which we won't need because the giant will really do everything we need for him, from him. Get a few more upgrades. We have the stones. There is the enemy giant. So I said I wanted to test, let's do it after the feast, which produces more. Having her boost our basically the 4 branches that we have here. Right now she's giving us 45% extra production. We could convert her to Urder, who improves the power of all these branches here. So very curious to see which one will be better. I think the easiest way to see is with the crowns. The merchants are making 26.4 with her like this. If we convert her to Urder, we produce a lot less of the of the gold. We boost a little bit the food, but we also boost her with the other one. So I think for production, Verdani is probably the best. For military, Urder is genius though, because she doubles the power of the branches. So this one has been bugged. I don't know, possibly for the entire game. I am curious to see how many more stones we have, possibly to mine. 24. Where are my bad boys? Also a few more here. Well, I'm just gonna colonize the whole map, and in the meantime, you can even upgrade these for more. Turn everything into sheepies. Yeah, what else is there to explain? Oh yeah, the big lores. At the end of the trees, you have these very powerful lores. Either Verdani healing everyone around her, Skuld giving all the bonuses of military camps, which can be very strong, or okay, this is Urder strengthens the effects of branches in her zone. I thought that was just a base effect, so my bad. Let's place this one and try again, because I'm very curious now which one would be better. It was 26 point something, so still not better, but for producing for producing army power, she's still probably one of the best ones you can get. I don't know why you ran all the way here. We really don't need any of you. This big old giant is more than enough. We can still get legendary heroes just for fun, or carpentry. More of these branches, it really doesn't matter at this point. I wonder if carpentry mastery applies to this guy. So 24 stones right now. With the placed carpentry mastery, let's see. Still 24 stones. Okay, so it doesn't work for that. I'm very much not willing to enter the base like that. That seems very dangerous. Still bugged. He upgraded him. Okay, where's our 2 little boys? Let's put them here. Another thing I would like to try is with this branch. Let's send them to the enemy. I want to see if that works the same way or not. Okay, so this tile apparently has the guardian. Can you not destroy the woodcutter? We can, yes. Why do we need to task you specifically to destroy them? I don't understand. Yeah, I'm just gonna play some more lores in the meantime. We're once again capped on houses. What are the dwarvies doing? Still mining. Someone is not too lazy, please get me a silo. And yeah, let's go fight this other giant. Should be fun just to fight one-on-one. case we need them. We have a Jotun. They're going at it. He should technically also have the Draconic Frenzy. I don't see if he does or doesn't. Let's upgrade ours. And let's cheat a bit by sending another giant in there. So yeah, super cool that you can upgrade these titans. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with these branches. They make pretty much every single mission very easy. So Northgard Conquest is a lot easier than the other ones. But yeah, that's it for the first mission. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and yeah, see you in the next video.